Peace and blessings, family. This is day 89 in 100 days of healing. Thank you for sacredly presencing with me. Today's transmission is on the 6th chakra, the first eye chakra, though most people would refer to it as the third eye chakra. And that is a surface name of this eye. It's located here, the brow, right between the actual physical eyes, and the color is indigo. And that chakra is first before the two eyes rather than second after. So the deeper name is first eye. And I called it third eye for many, many years. And when I began to refer to it as the first eye, my relationship with that eye deepened tremendously. The third eye is like being invited into the waiting room of someone's domain. And the first eye is like being invited into the innermost sanctum of that dwelling. So let it be that we expand our relationship with this eye and use of it by way of referring to it as first eye. Yes, my eye is really single. First eye, spin at speed of light. Within, without, come now, my sight. Almighty Spirit Elohim, make truth of this my cosmic dream. Oh, yes, my eye is really single. With light, my body does now tingle. Oh, my soul is so brand new. I now know all that I once knew. This first eye chakra is that which gives us access into the inner seeing. It is connected with the intuition, the imagination. Imagination, I, magi, in action. Magi, the operative word in imagination. Something magical about this inner visioning and this inner seeing. First eye gives us the relationship with the inwardness of life relative to how real it actually is. In the human experience, there is sometimes the tendency to say that something is only real when it's concrete, when it's come into manifestation. And yet, it is the formless that creates the form. Even in the shooting of this video, before I could shoot this video, I had to have the vision and intention to actually do it. You know, there was a formless vision and a formless intention that preceded me actually shooting the video. You, on the other side of the camera, receiving and listening, before you could actually be in the physical receivership of this transmission, you had to first intentionalize that. The formless intention and vision that you were going to tune in this way. When driving a car, before I can actually proceed to my destination, I first envision where it is that I'm going, the formless intentionality of where I'm going. See, that is a seeing of my destination with the vision of first eye. Formless always creates form and precedes form, and formless is just as real as form. We might even say it's more real because formless is resonant with spirit, therefore unfolding down the corridors of forever. And whereas form has an expiration date, formless is eternal. And so we gain this resonance with the formless domain of life to be able to create what it is that we want to come into manifestation by deepening the relationship with the formless femifestation of that thing. It is a formless embryo in the womb of creation, a formless embryo in the womb of my being. I see what is needed, that my prayer will be heeded. I see it as though I've already succeeded. I have faith in advance, so that good is left not up to chance. I invoke the spirit of fire and purge the enemy of my desire. I make the wise decision to maximize my vision. The first eye chakra is also having a very strong relationship with the sacral chakra, the second chakra that is associated with creation. The sacral chakra can be the manifestation of the creation, but the internalization of it has to happen at the level of the first eye chakra. First eye, spin its speed of light within, without come now my sight, almighty spirit, Elohim, make truth of this my cosmic dream. Yes, my eye is really single. With light, my body does now tingle. Oh, my soul is so brand new. I now know all that I once knew. I dream awake, dreaming for the opening of the first eye. First eye is connected to imagination, optimism, perceptiveness, and a good memory, as well as the capacity to recall dreams. To be optimistic is to be in a great state of faith about being able to bring about whatever it is that is being intended. To be optimistic is to be the optical mystic. The optical mystic is in great use of the first eye, internally visioning what it is that is to come about and bringing it then into that place of manifestation. Breathing is also very powerful in opening the first eye, bringing in the deep breath that oxygenates the brain cells. As the mind becomes sharper, the capacity to see inwardly is greater. Oh yes, my eye is really single. With light, my body does now tingle. Oh, my soul is so brand new, I now know all that I once knew. And I see what is needed, that my prayer will be heeded. I see it as though I've already succeeded. I have faith in advance, and good is left not up to chance. I invoke the spirit of fire and purge the enemy of my desire. I make the wise decision to maximize my vision. And so let there be the opening of the first eye, the seeing within, the establishing of a relationship with formless reality as being very, very real, to ensure the morphing of that formlessness into the form of manifestation. And lastly, when you want to create a greater activation of the first eye, you can place the palm over the first eye and, like as light as a feather, gently push up on the first eye, which is to then send the energy up into the celestial realms. And for grounding, you, as a feather, pull down on the first eye to bring in the grounding, while also squeezing gently the fingers together that creates the healing acceleration. Oh yes, my eye is really single. With light, my body does now tingle. Oh, my soul is so brand new. I now know all that I once knew.